Time is 10 o'clock. The Excise Board calls this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Joe Clement,
Here.
Jerry Terrell,
Here.
Stoney Odom.
Here. Number 3, approve Excise Board from previous meeting.
Motion to approve.
Joe Clement,
Yes.
Jerry Terrell,
Yes.
Stoney Odom.
Yes.
Review and sign if approved appropriations and transfers appropriations.
Second.
Joe Clement,
Yes.
Jerry Terrell,
Yes.
Stoney Odom.
Yes.
This time the Excise Board will recess the meeting to the Commissioners' meeting.
So moved.
Joe Clement,
Yes.
Jerry Terrell,
Yes.
Stoney Odom.
Yes.
Call this meeting to order, Haskell County Commissioners meeting. Open meeting. Roll call number 2.
Clark McCleary,
Here.
Larry Watson, Billy Cloud.
Yes. Pledge allegiance number 3.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Number 4, recognized guest. Guest here.
I'm April. I'm now with OCAR. I'm the project coordinator for Haskell and Haskell counties.
Okay, number 5, new business. Terry.
The hospital was here a week or 2 ago asking if you guys could help striping the parking lot. I called them last week and told them if they'd buy all the paint, we'd stripe it for them. And so they're buying the paint and we'll go up and knock it out. It shouldn't take too long.
Appreciate it.
Good deal. Thank you, Terry.
school last week. I had 2 deputies get their basic certificate, and then I completed all 3 of mine. A couple of things that are gonna change. They talked to us about the 781 money. It is now starting to be released. They've only released a couple of counties so far, so that is still in process. And then they're getting us the link where we can go on once it is available. So for our county, it isn't quite ready yet. The other thing was I talked to several on the jail payment and on the process, what some of the other counties are doing with their jail. And a little different than what we had discussed that day. It'll be basically the same. Y'all will do the PO. I think y'all's already done a PO with Hannah. And when she cuts that check, that will still can come over. It can be, y'all can deposit it, or our office will still balance the bank statement on that part to try to keep that a little cleaner.
That'd be good.
Yeah, and that makes it a little easier on y'all as well, and that's what several other counties are, that's the process that they are using. And that was basically it. It was just more getting everybody kind of online on the new system. Cindy Bird spoke with us that they are several new auditors, new processes, and they're trying to move forward with getting things a little more consistent throughout the state.
Good.
Sounds good.
We still haven't had anything turned in for that jail payment. Is everything good as far as the getting the names on at the bank and all that to get it done?
None of that will change. The bank had some concerns with doing that when they called over. It was going to be a little more in-depth process. So that's the way that these other counties are doing it. They are leaving it just like it is. Because it has the county's EIN number, that's the reason we will balance, my office will balance the bank statement. But you will just be in charge of getting a PO and getting the check and getting it there. And so then that'll be y'all's process.
So we don't need to go back to the bank to sign paper?
No.
Michelle and I were there the other day.
Yeah, she called and that was just a little bit different. So then I asked some of the other counties how they were getting around that to satisfy the auditors, yet still make everybody kind of happy.
Thank you, Holly. Anyone else? Number 6, approve commissioners proceeding from previous meeting.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Clark McCleary?
Yes.
Larry Watson?
Yes.
Billy Cloud?
Yes.
Can we back up to new business for 1 second?
Yes, sir.
On the credit card, do we know where we're at on it? Because I think we've got to book airline tickets in a couple of weeks.
We have to get a policy in place, like an actual credit card,
We did one for the sheriff's office.
but I took it to James Green because I'm not quite sure if that one-page policy really is sufficient enough for us to have
For all
a
of it?
credit card. Yeah, you have to go into detail, and I think we're also tossing around the idea of if a P card's better than a credit card. P card can only be used at certain places. Credit card is pretty much open to be used anywhere, kind of.
That
P
was
card's a
one
better
reason.
situation.
Well, yeah, for that, but credit card would benefit us more to be able to buy small equipment and stuff that we need.
But according to the statute that they gave us, the credit card can only be used for travel-related expenses. You cannot use it for small equipment. Unless it is a specific, like how they have the Walmart Capital One, so you can go to you can go to Walmart and buy whatever you need. But on just they sent us over a statute, that was one of the things they talked to everybody about, because it takes 2 elected officials to get that P card. And on the credit card, it is limited on what you can do with it.
So with the P card, can we buy, say, lights and sirens or radios and stuff cheaper?
I believe so. I don't know all of the specifics. I think the P card can be designated, like every office can say, hey, this is where I shop. I need Office Depot, I need Home Depot, this, and this, and they can work that out. With the credit card, it can't, it's like locked. It is just travel expenses.
So I think James Green said that sometime in May, we're fixing to have to go to Oregon to pick one up, to bring them back, so. I was trying to get something in place before we had to do all that, because I'm not using my card.
What company were trying to do? Use?
CNB, the bank here in Stigler, said that they would do it for us.
And you've checked on the contractor just
Oh,
taking care of
contract, oh yeah, I called on several of them.
How much was it?
The cheapest we could find was a little over $3,000. And calling the airline and rental cars and motel, not counting food, it's gonna cost us around $1,100 to go get them.
With no liability?
And just like any time else, we're transporting anybody.
Well, I mean on the 3,000.
Oh, I don't know.
Will they be liable for them from the time they took off to the time they delivered them?
Yeah.
If we can't get the card, we're gonna have to look at something like that. I think it,
I just hated to spend that much money on
right.
something we could have done for a third of the cost.
Didn't know look like we're gonna be able to rush this through.
Yeah.
Because she really needs a purchasing agent before she even considers doing a P card.
So we may have to go with it, but we're gonna end up having to take him back and then go get him and then take him back, you know, 2 or 3 times, so. We're gonna have to look at something, and I've tried every way in the world to get out of it.
Have you tried any of the other companies?
As in,
American Express,
Oh, no, no, no.
Discovery?
We want to use somebody local.
yeah, CMB with the, I mean, they're all about it, so they'd help us any way they could push it through. I think they even sent Hannah application maybe.
So you're gonna have to bring him down here and have him sentenced, and then he goes up there and fulfills his sentence up there, then comes back and finishes it here, here.
If I can't get everybody in agreement to it, he'll come here for a preliminary hearing, and he'll go back, and he'll come back for a hearing, and, you know, we may have to go out there and get him 3 times. I'm trying to make arrangements when he comes. He's gonna be housed here until his sentence is up here, and then send him back. I don't know. I don't know if I can get everybody to agree to it, but I'm working on it.
Do a one-time trip.
But they gave me a heads up, said I may have to go get him more than once. I've already got out of the first trip. The judge did it by,
Zoom.
yeah, that was something like that. That's all the new business I had, thanks.
Do we have any, number 7, any approved blanket POs? Number 8, discuss and consider District 1 going out for bid on the new crew cab pickup truck.
Yeah, that's the one we put in for with the kiddo for the grant and got approved, so we would like to go ahead and go out for bids and get one bought.
Make a motion to approve it.
I'll second it.
Bart McCleary,
Yes.
Larry Watson,
Yes.
Billy Cloud.
Yes. Number 9, review and sign if approved appropriations, transfers, and appropriation checks received, and bills to be paid.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Bart McCleary,
Yes.
Larry Watson,
Yes.
Billy Cloud.
Yes.
So it's April, May, June. This month.
There's nothing to return this week.
That's what's due, isn't it? So we can still get it done.
Just call her. She's gonna process it like previously.
I ain't doing too good today, you know. Not making mistakes already.
She doesn't.
It's on
It's natural for me to make mistakes.
Almost signed
You're gonna
in
go
the
ahead
wrong
and
place
process the
twice.
jail payment like you have been this month since nothing's been turned in.
Well, if you go ahead and can cut the check, we can do it that way, or that would be ideal. What do you need to cut the check?
Something turned in, like I've talked to Michelle about it and nothing's been turned in. She has something drafted, but I don't know where she's at on that. That way we can cut a check. It has to be signed in the commissioners meeting, like
And today's the 21st.
yeah.
So we're gonna have, we don't have any choice. They will draft that day, probably today. So I'll have my office.
Because when you encumber a PO, you have to turn something in to be able to pay it.
Yeah,
We can't just,
I thought they had got that part. Okay.
We need to call an emergency meeting to do it, to get a signature on it. All we gotta do is give enough time for an emergency, we can do it. If you can get the paperwork
Well,
together.
if Michelle has the paperwork, I mean, if y'all want to.
To make it clean and do it right, yes.
Yes, that's what needs to be done. We would rather, you know, it be done that way.
If you can get the paperwork, we can call for one afternoon.
They're the requisitioning officers are Terry and Michelle, so they'll have to give you something.
Don't you have to have 24-hour notice even on emergency?
no, I don't think on an
Just
emergency, just special.
Give all the time you can.
Well, if she could get it over here while they're still having the meeting, couldn't it go through this morning?
Yeah. I mean, it'll take me a minute to
We'll just leave it
process
open, we'll
everything on
close the
my
meeting out
computer.
till it gets here, and then we'll
Just
just run
run
it.
it in on new business.
No, we'll run it in under appropriations and everything.
Yeah, because you've already got PO, so are you getting a hold of Michelle?
I'll send her a message.
The last one I gave $300 for that hood for that international.
Truck center.
Yeah. The other was a bargain.
Yeah.
I know if I had to buy another one, I'd have to pay up for it.
I bought one down there 3 or 4 years ago, and it was $1,200, I think. Just keep going up.
Yeah. There's what a fuel line on one of them tractors you can't get to a cost you. When they break a bolt off in the turbo, have to come back.
The receiving report that shows what she's paying. We'll have her, I think it'll have a spot for you or her wanting to sign it. She's sitting in a blank one. She didn't have the rest of it filled out. She drafted that and sent it to me and asked me if that worked. Here's my name there. No, it'll be a PO, a purchase order. Money gets put into that account when you guys do appropriations each month, and they're just getting a PO out of the account. And then they'll get a check cut, and that's how it'll get paid.
So it'd be a PO. It should have been done 5 days ago.
I'll be there, you know. It's already been encumbered.
Okay.
Yeah. It was, they got the PO for it last month.
Well, that'd be good then. So she just need to fill out the signature, basically.
I can't pay it unless it has something. I can't just take a PO
I know
and pay it with nothing attached to it.
that's hard to do. Can you have a receipt for the payment, but tell you to receive it? Just do it.
The receiving report, even though they're not receiving an item, it's basically them saying, here's your go ahead to go ahead and pay it, here's my approval. Has the amount on there, dates, everything that the auditors look at.
So if Terry receives it,
And then Michelle, yes.
then he can go fill out the receipt report, do it, put it to the PO and pay it.
Could, but she's got a certain one drafted up. I don't know if she's using that or what.
Read the text message.
PO has gotten. I think maybe they probably saw that
Once you
460.
done receiving it.
Yeah. That's normally why.
After the fact.
Yeah.
I try not to.
I miss it. Larry, he'll get them when they come around.
Yeah, I hadn't had a chance to sign it yet.
It's just a PM.
Number 10, to adjourn.
Motion adjourned.
Second.
Bart McCleary,
Yes.
Larry Watson,
Yes.
Billy Cloud.
Yes.
Excess board comes out of recess from the commissioners meeting and adjourn.
Joe Clement,
Yes.
Jerry Terrell,
Yes.
Stoney Otis.